Yeah. Yeah.
Squincher Outdoors is brought to you by Squincher Hydration That Works, Rustic Timber Furniture, Dixie Outfitters, Torch Eyewear, White River Dive Company, Extreme Outdoors, Lily's Landing Resort and Marina, Jim Butler Chevrolet, Bowtech Archery, Hot Shot Manufacturing, Tops Camouflage, Victory Archery Arrows, Excalibur Crossbows, Vortex Optics, Spartan Camera, Rax Bow Racks, and Magnus Broadheads.
Well, I'm not even sure where to start. It's October 21st. Yesterday was my last guide trip of the year, and I'm going to just concentrate on hunting a lot. Tracy and I snuck up to our new lease in Nebraska. Literally, we were in the tree for 5 minutes. Tracy just got the camera on and looked down and said there's a deer standing underneath the tree, a 120-inch 8-pointer. And then we've seen 3 does. Tomorrow I'm going to be hunting with Anthony Lionheart Smith, the UFC soon-to-be world champion, and we're going to try and get him his first buck ever. So that's going to be pretty fun. I got 8 days to hunt. Tracy's going to hunt till Friday, and then Keith will be up on Friday night. And man, we're just going to have fun. We've been working hard. Tracy has 2 jobs and 18 kids, and he's really he has a hard time getting away. So we're going to just have a good, fun week in the woods. And the spot looks awesome. There was a 227-inch buck killed off this farm, so needless to say, expectations are high.
We are super lucky to have some amazing places to hunt in Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska. This particular Nebraska spot has some breathtaking scenery. Tracy, our drone expert, shot the scene to give you an idea of just how beautiful it is.
Alright, the guys from Squincher Outdoors are back in Nebraska, and we're going to bow hunt for a week this week. And we've become pretty good friends with Anthony Lionheart Smith from the UFC, and I'm going to take him out to a tree tonight and see if we can get his first buck on video. Thanks for coming out and hunting with us, man. Last time we were up here, you had a cast on your hand. Are you doing better now?
Yeah, it's good. We can close it now, so probably get back to training in the next couple weeks, I would imagine.
Next couple weeks, so you'll probably be fighting in the spring again?
Yeah, that's kind of when we're looking.
Cool. Alright, well, we're going to go out and see if we can get this guy a deer. And Tracy, what do you think, man?
Took a walkabout yesterday and hung Cameron. We've had 4 bucks down there in the woods right at the stand in the last 12 hours.
So yeah, I like your odds. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can you can choke a deer out tonight. Let's go kill one.
Let's go get one.
Go.
What's up, guys? It's October 22nd. We're here in Nebraska trying to kill my first deer with a crossbow.
Sweet, let's get it done.
This morning of day 2.
Even though Anthony hasn't taken his first buck, he showed some good restraint in passing up a couple youngsters. Looks like he could teach them a thing or two about fighting.
The little spike's getting after it.
Spike was a healthy looking deer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. They're just young deer, you know.
Being boys will be boys. I thought that last one was going to be our shooter.
I did too. He had a little bit of like an older color. The color was different. Well,
Finally got some action at least.
I know that'll rejuvenate you a little bit.
I was shivering.
I was too.
Little four player. Meh. Meh.
Had some younger deer coming through. It's not quite what we're looking for though, so
Got my adrenaline flowing though.
yeah, warmed us up a little bit, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll get one. We got time.
Let's pack it up and get out of here.
All right.
Rustic Timbers Furniture in Branson, Missouri offers only the finest quality of rustic furniture, unique decor, and one-of-a-kind taxidermy artwork. Whether you're looking for that perfect piece of furniture for your log cabin or ready to turn your present decor into a rustic dream, with hardwood beds, dressers, and nightstands, you can bring a touch of nature and wilderness to your home or office. And personalized pieces can add a touch of nature to any room. At Rustic Timbers Furniture, there's something for everybody.
Well, for the last 2 days, I've been hunting with Anthony Lionheart Smith, and we didn't get him a deer, but we had 5 bucks underneath the tree this morning. And last night, of course, this is where we've been wanting to hunt. We had 145 to 155 inch 10-pointer standing right there, and I wasn't here because I was filming someone else. So Tracy took off and hunted one of our other secret farms this morning. He was covered up in deer, but he came back and he's going to try and film me tonight. And they never do the same thing 2 days in a row, so I don't know why I'm excited, but I've got my fingers crossed. It could happen.
There's more than one big one out.
And at least I'm in the right neighborhood, so we're getting closer, man. That magic days are coming. The bucks are really starting to get after it. There's starting to be a lot more scrapes. Every day you see a new scrape. And Tracy, how many did you see this morning?
There was 7 on the path to the tree stand alone, and they were all fresh.
Fresh.
Leaves are falling like crazy, and they were all bare.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna give it a hack and see what happens.
Well, the evening hunt only produced a few does, but as we fast forward to the morning hunt, you'll see that the boys had as much excitement as they could handle.
It was one of the 2 big ones. He was right on the crest of the hill on that grass, and he was going this. There he is. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. You might grunt again. He's looking down here. Here he comes. Dude, he's coming. We're gonna kill him. Here he is. Here he is. Right here. He's coming. He's right at the fence. Monster.
The Squitcher Outdoors team is always on the move, and we depend on Jim Butler Chevrolet in Fenton, Missouri to get us where we need to go. With the largest selection of Chevy trucks at unbeatable prices, it doesn't make sense to go anywhere else. Sales manager Alex Cox and our buddy Scott Johnson promise to put you in a vehicle at a price you're not going to believe. Jim Butler Chevrolet not only has unbeatable prices, but a service and finance department that will treat you like family. Call Scott Johnson right now and let Butler Chevrolet show you why we won't buy from anyone else.
I was a little kid, and no matter what happens when you shoot a big buck, you about want to fall out of the tree. We had a little buck out here, and he got hinky for some reason, but a big hedge apple fell out of the tree, and then Tracy said he's seen another one coming across the ridge. I hit the grunt call, turned around and come right down the hills, 5-yard shot. I'm pretty sure I just smoked in the arrows covered in blood.
He's a big one.
Man, Tracy's got to go home today, back to work, and Keith's en route right now, and he's going to show up in time to help us maybe drag a buck out of the woods.
Hopefully.
He's a giant, I think. I'm not even sure how big he is. He was wide, he was tall, he was everything. Yikes. Hey, buddy. Just shot a giant. I just shot a giant. Yeah, that's a 7-pointer. It's the biggest 7-point buck you've ever seen. Well, we thought it was an 8, but it's missing one of its tines in the middle, I think. 5-yard shots. None of the deer we got on video or camera. He coming across the field. I hit the grunt call. He turned around and walked right to the base of the tree. I'm shaking too hard to talk. Dude, he's a tank. He looked like a 160-inch 8-pointer, but I think he's just like I don't know what he is. He's tall and big. His body's giant. And he was quartering towards me, but I hit him dead center in the middle of the body, and it went out the back way. But my arrow's on the ground here, and it's just covered in blood. So I don't know what we're gonna do. How far away are you? We're probably gonna sit here for like an hour, and then maybe back out, and then we might just meet you. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll probably meet you at the house, and then come in here and get it together. We can all three come and get it. So one of us is gonna have to go shaking.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Habitat Taxidermy, the official taxidermist for the Squincher Outdoors team. Visit them on Facebook for more information on a quality mount for your next trophy.
Well, guys, whew, you did it, dog. Had a pretty restless night's sleep last night. We couldn't find this deer, and looked online and found a tracker, and he's got a nice dog named Kato that has just become my best friend. Okay, guys, yesterday morning, me and Tracy hunted one of our stands up here in Nebraska where we've been getting a lot of trail camera pictures. This buck was out in the field with a smaller buck, and I grunted at him. He turned and came right to the base of the tree, and he was facing me, and I had to take the shot, and it's about the right height, but it came out at a bad angle, and we couldn't find the deer yesterday, and we got a tracking guy in here, and we took his dog, and we made circles and circles and circles, and obviously we found it. This morning, we were going to hunt a stand right up here where we've been getting more trail camera pictures, but we didn't want to come in here and booger it up. And of course, this morning, there's a 165-inch 10-point standing underneath it. That was a giant acorn. That's going to be funny. But Keith's got 3 days left to hunt, and we know where there's a big buck, so we're going to kill 2 big bucks this week in Nebraska. And I'm just thankful that we found this deer in Squincher season. What are we on now? Season 3 of Squincher Outdoors. I got a deer down in Missouri a couple weeks ago. Now I've got one in Nebraska. Still got a tag for Kansas, so I'm going to just keep on going until we run out of days of the rut.
David Vestall, get your tools sharpened.
David, you'll be seeing me here shortly, brother. And thanks again, Tracy, for all you did for me yesterday.
Extreme Outdoors in Branson, Missouri is the largest tackle shop in the Tri-Lakes area. With an extraordinary inventory of fishing equipment and top professional knowledge, Extreme Outdoors will have you lipping that fish of a lifetime on your next trip. If hunting is your thing, Extreme Outdoors has you covered. Not only do they carry top-line bows and archery accessories, they also have the experience to get you and your gear ready for the field. While you're there, pick up your license and permits. Walk out of the best shop in the Tri-Lakes area knowing you're ready to tackle the Extreme Outdoors.
Dixie Outfitters in beautiful Branson, Missouri has become an annual tourist destination for family and friends. With dozens of colors in every size, custom tees are our specialty. Whatever your interest, we got you all covered. We've added a touch of the South to high-quality leather hand tool belts, wallets, knives, flags, and much more. Y'all come check out the General Lee and Roscoe's patrol car. signed by Dukes of Hazzard cast members, and be sure to check us out online at BransonDixieOutfitters.com.
White River Dive Company in Branson, Missouri is the ultimate resource for your diving needs. Whether it's your first breath underwater or you're ready to take your skills to the professional level. Being a 5-star instructor development center with qualified professional association of diving instructors and dive masters, let them make your next diving adventure fun and exciting and provide you with your desired certification. Ready to scuba dive? Table Rock Lake offers exceptional opportunities to spearfish and explore an abundance of wildlife. Don't forget, White River Dive Company is a full-service repair shop and ready to tackle your diving needs.
Hey guys, obviously we found the deer, and if it wasn't for this dog and this gentleman right here, we never would have found it. Andrew, tell us a little bit about what got you into trying to track deer, and just tell us a little bit about your services and where you're located and how people can reach you and that kind of deal.
So my name's Andrew Daney. I live in Weeping Water, Nebraska. I got Cato. This will be his 3rd year tracking. Just give me a call if you guys need help.
How far will you travel if you have to? Within an hour-ish?
Yeah, hour and a half probably is how far I would like to travel till. I would like to get a few more under his belt even still, you know, before we go too far and get too crazy. But we keep building our trust every track, and I think he earned his keep definitely this time.
He learned some stuff today.
Yep.
If you'd asked me last night if I'd be sitting behind this deer this morning, the answer would have been without a doubt, absolutely not. Tracy and I shot this deer yesterday morning at 8:30. He was with another buck. I hit the grunt call. He turned and came right to the base of the tree. It was like a maybe 3 to 5 yard shot, but it was facing me, and the angle wasn't great. Just didn't have a very good blood trail. Keith and Brian and Tracy, we waited, 6 hours before we even went after it. And we tracked it a couple 100 yards and just couldn't find any blood. So we went to dinner last night, and I was just so bummed out. I just Googled tracking dogs, Nebraska City, Nebraska, got a hold of a guy, and he said, well, I know another guy that might help you guys. Made one call to Andrew. He said he's got a German Shepherd. He was willing to come out and try it. He said he wasn't even going to charge us. He just wanted to help us find our deer. So we started tracking it this morning, and believe it or not, we found it. The dog did a great job, and like I said, it was tough. Keith was within 20 yards of this deer maybe, and didn't even know he was there. He went way down in a ditch and just laid down and died.
Yeah, so Cato made a believer out of me. I got to admit, I'm pretty skeptic about tracking dogs. I've heard a lot of people try it and a lot of people talking about it. I haven't heard a whole lot of success stories, but if it wasn't for Cato, I got a pretty good feeling that we would have never found this deer. So
yeah, I don't even know if we'd have went back. I mean, once you don't have any blood, it's impossible to find it, but we just didn't give up. So biggest bodied buck I've ever shot by far, and now Keith's got me as a cameraman for the next couple days, and we're gonna get right back after it and then head to Missouri next week and just keep on hunting. So
yeah, we got a real nice 10-pointer. It showed up today while we were hunting this morning, waiting for Andrew to get here with Cato, and real nice 10-pointer showed up on one of our stands. So guess what, we'll be sitting tonight and in the morning.
Yeah, we got a couple days to get it done.
So again, thanks a lot, Andrew. One thing about hunting, people talk about stuff and how why do they hunt and stuff. It just always seems to make good friendships and stuff. And Tony and I met a heck of a guy today, Andrew Denny, who's the owner of Cato. Not only did he come out and help us track and everything, but he took his jacket off, threw down there, grabbed. He's a young scrapping buck. Thank God we had him, because he helped us drag this boy. We probably had to drag him 1.5 miles today.
Over the hills, across the field, and down through the hills, and up a ditch, and down a ditch. And
Andrew probably did a lot more dragging than these old farts here. So